say it in the microphone?
Oh, we'll say it. She's just doing that little, an idea.
Oh, okay.
She had the little light bulb. You didn't see it?
Yeah, I'm sure it's great.
You know, it was an ADHD moment. We'd understand this.
But Elvis and Poppy, there's a story about them meeting in when did he win? 70 in Vegas? Do you remember?
Like Ricky Nelson was there too.
I don't remember. Poppy was playing Vegas, and he got in a night early, and Elvis was playing in Vegas. And the promoter of Poppy's show said, "You want to go see Elvis?" He said, "Well, sure." So him and Mick got right down front row, you know. And after the show, Elvis said to one of his guys, "Man, you see Conway Twitty in the front row?" He said, "Go get him." So whoever went and got Poppy and said, "Hey, Elvis wants to talk with you. You want to go up to the suite and hang out?" He said, "Sure." So him and Mick went up to the suite, and like the doors opened up to Elvis's suite, and Elvis was sitting across in his chair, and he got up and walked towards Poppy and go, "People see us everywhere," like that. Shook his hand. And he said, "Man, that song got me through the Army." He told Poppy that, and he said they talked for hours about that era and all that kind of stuff, and being from the same part of the country, and having the same influences and all that kind of stuff. So,
well, you can see if you watch an Elvis show, and you look at what Conway did and how he performed. You can see the hand moves. You can see everything, and because Conway did it first.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly, and you can tell he really influenced. He influenced Elvis. You can really see that, and in his freedom to choose different songs, and because Elvis would go and record a song that somebody else made famous, he had no problem doing all that.
Well, somebody asked Elvis one time why he never cut Make Believe, and he said, "I can't do it as good as Conway did." So that's why he never cut only Make Believe. So which is, I mean, he cut Bridge Over Troubled Water and all that kind of stuff, and he didn't want to do that song because he just felt that was like sacred ground, that he couldn't do it as good as Conway did it. So,
wow.
A lot of mutual respect between those two.
That's really cool. Was there a song that your Mima wanted to record that she didn't write, that she heard and she goes, "Man, I wish I could have done that song"? Was there a song that came up?
I have no idea.
She not gonna dish if
Well,
she did.
I don't. I used to pretend I would have answers to stuff, but I really don't know. I mean, I don't. If she told me, I didn't hear it.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Well, it's because she's a different thing, because Loretta wrote her songs. I mean, she didn't go and look for other people's songs. Did she ever talk about what it was like also to work with Ernest Tubb? I realized
She loved Ernest Tubb.
because he was so special. He was a very
yeah,
special
I mean,
man.
the Wilburn brothers brought her to town, but she loved Ernest Tubb. He was like another father to her. She really loved him. That's the extent that I know about that.
Yeah, he was he brought people on, and when Elvis got booed off the stage of the Grand Ole Opry, he said, "Son, don't give up. You still got a chance in this business. Come and play the Midnight Jamboree."
Wow.
And he always took people under his
So sweet.
just under his arm and said, "Come on, let's go do this." So
Yeah.
I just wondered if she had any stories like that.
In her last year of life, there was a picture of she and Ernest Tubb that we gave her around Mother's Day that Tracy Pitcox has found, and she talked a lot about Ernest Tubb's wife too. I mean, I think she just loved all of them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not like him. I don't know. Don't ask me questions that are serious.
Well, I know that Scott.
Did she like a song or not? I don't know, Devon.
But
Can I tell one thing?
Yeah.
She thought she got a good workout in on her bike, on her stationary bike, if she could make it all the way through Independence Day by Martina McBride. So she'd put that on. She'd say, "Oh, I got a good workout in today. I did the whole song. That song's almost 4 minutes of Independence Day." And I said, "That is a long time, Meemaw. So you is really kicking it, girl." That's the stuff we talked about. I don't know what song she wanted to write.
What was your favorite guilty pleasure movie that you'd go and climb up into bed and watch?
She was... One time she and Rosie were up here watching this alien scary movie, and it turned kind of freaky, and we turned it off. But that was one that I thought, if anybody walks in here and sees us, these aliens eating each other's heads off, or, just like she was into all kinds. I mean, she didn't care. There wasn't her favorite movie was like Tombstone, but I didn't want to sit and watch through that either. But the alien stuff, I watched that. She likes scary movies.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, she loves scary movies.
That's so funny. I just don't even think of Loretta Lynn.
She liked anything that was really like, you know, it's boring back there. You got to pretend like there is a Texas Chainsaw Massacre person chasing you through the hills of Montana and Texas.
Could be. Well, we have Scott Baggett.
Yeah, Scott's here.
He can bring up a chair. I know there's a chair
Oh,
somewhere.
do you want to come up and let's talk about the record? Or no? He's kind of shy, so I'm not sure what he wants. Would you mind coming up? Okay, great. Oh, thank you, Brad.
Brad to the rescue.
So Scott Baggett is an incredible producer, and I've always felt like I sounded like a dog when I sing in the studio, and I've always hated it. And Scott is wonderful. Let's give it up for Scott Baggett, y'all.
Producer of Cooking Up Lovin. Many other great things. My new solo project's fixing to be done, and he's the producer on that, so we're excited. But go ahead.
Scott, you've got these two here that are the Twitty and Lynn. They do the tribute, and that's one thing. But they're not going to just do Conway and Loretta songs. They have fresh new music. How did you pay tribute and go into the new stuff and put it on the same record?
No, it was easy because, well, they do what they do, so I didn't really have to synthesize anything out of them. It was more about getting like the premise of all the music. And I wanted to combine sort of a retro thing, you know, going all the way back to the little bit of a 50s and 60s vibe. But we had to modernize it too. We couldn't just do that. You know, we had to make it work for now. So we just kept playing with it and got the formula good. And we got a record. I'm very proud of it.
It's very, very cool. Have you guys heard it yet? Yeah. Everybody's downloaded it. Well, it's got such a neat feel, and now retro is so cool, you know, and people are really wanting to, and people think it's new, and yet it's very traditional and very fun.
Very, yeah. You just have to find little ways to update it, but yeah, we're real proud of it. And in fact, we've got something tonight that you might want to talk about.
You talk about it.
Okay. Well, the actual vinyl, we decided we wanted to press up some vinyl. And just to complete the true retro thing. And the finished one with all the finished artwork is going to be ready in about a week. And they've already got a lot of pre-orders for it. But we wanted to have something for tonight and for tomorrow night for the concert. So we got them to just press up well, maybe this side might be a little more interesting.
I was going to let you do it.
I know. This is just like a pre-release limited edition version with tomorrow's date on it for the show.
Oh, how cool is that?
And so, yeah.
It looks like me and Joan Crawford on that cover right there.
Oh, man.
Hey, well, whatever.
Yeah.
Joan was hot too.
So, yeah. So anyhow, this is a completely different cover. The actual artwork, you've probably seen the CD out there, is totally different. So everything about this is different. And I think that they're going to sell it for half price this weekend, just for anybody that
Collector's edition.
just wants to have a little
edition.
collector just for this weekend and this show. And there's only pressed up like 125 copies. So it's like, when it's gone, it's gone. This is it. So
I love
David
that.
has it out at the merch table.
yeah.
So get it before you leave.
And
Yeah.
it's going to be perfect for signing because
We're
the
going to
colors.
stand out there and sign them. Don't worry, David. We're going to clean up afterwards.
There's a lot of space. There's a lot of space on the back for signing. That's for
Do
sure.
a story.
Yeah.
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 Lyrics to
So
a
that's
song.
it. Yeah.
Perfect.
Am I done?
I guess. I don't know. Does anybody have a
Yeah.
question for Scott or for us? I mean, y'all talk a lot on the Facebook.
The Facebook.
Does anybody talk in person? Yes, Linda.
I just want to say one thing, that I love the way Conway and Loretta always came out dressed. They were always spot on, and it didn't matter if they were on the road or if they were here. And I love the fact that y'all carry that tradition on, because today, the way people dress, I love the fact that y'all are carrying on that tradition as well.
Don't we
I
get
love
dressed
that.
up?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, but you dress like you mean it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen Poppy play in his short shorts plenty of times on stage. You know.
Yeah, but for him at that time,
He
that
was
was
dressed.
that was a deal, you know.
Thank
I mean,
you, Linda. Yes.
But he was usually he would had his suits on and that kind of stuff. But he would if it was hot, he put them white shorts on.
and with tube socks.
Yeah, and he'd go out there and play.
Got to wear them Conway tube
Yeah,
socks.
and he
Yes,
was- he
indeed.
was-
It was
he was-
awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very confident man.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the outfits you wore on the cover of this record.
Okay.
Now, did you delve into the museum pieces, or did you get
Me,
Taylor?
Meemaw picked that out. Tim Cobb and I would go back into the vault back here and go through all of her stuff, and she was tiny. So I could only fit so many pieces over my hind end. And so literally, I mean, her bigger dresses, I could get into those, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do something older. So I carried like 6 things up there, and she looked at all of them, and we picked that outfit out to wear to the Opry. And so I just wore that for the album cover.
And where did you shoot that?
In Meemaw's Crisco kitchen over here. Y'all surely been in that kitchen. Yeah.
That awesome.
Thank you, Scott. And then you wore your things.
Well, Billy gave me a pair of what do you call those, Billy? Like he made me. Billy was in a band called the Rockhousers with Conway in 1955, 56. He made me an honorary Rockhouser, and he gave me these. What do you call those shoes?
Wingtips.
With loafers with the white.
The white bucks.
Yeah, the white bucks. Yeah. So I always tried to, I always champion Poppy's rock career and his soul R&B career and things that people don't know that much about. When they think of the perm, they think of the rhinestone suits. They don't think of the 50s stuff and the rock and roll stuff. So I wanted to pay a little tribute. So I wore those shoes on the cover, and I wore the white with the black vest and the black pants and
Looks so good.
so that was kind of my nod to just that part of his career that I love so much. So
Have you guys ever been approached by one of those old brands that I know that you already, and Tayla, you were an influencer and a brand ambassador for a lot of different brands. But let's say you brought up Crisco and the Crisco Shake and Bake and things like that. Have they contacted you and said, hey, we want to give you a bucket full of money?
All the time. And we got calls coming in all the time. So to all you other brands, get it while the getting's good, because they've been hitting us up so much that we only have so much room on our plate.
I don't check my messages, so I don't know what's in there.
Well, according to all the ladies, you check them, and then you got a page going on where you wake up every morning and say at 6 or 7 a.m. Now y'all know that's a lot. Good morning, beautiful.
Are these my fake pages?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
But no, there's several people impersonating me on the internet.
Some might be here tonight. We don't know.
I was wondering about that because there are a lot of fake pages, and now anybody gets any kind of fame all of a sudden, especially fame with the ladies, like you have, it all of a sudden these fake pages start coming up. What are the things that you will never do on a direct message? Like if
Me?
you,
Oh.
yeah. What are something like so they'll know it's you?
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't respond to anything.
No. How they know it isn't you? First of all,
If I respond, it's not me.
That's funny.
That's it.
Yeah.
So, I don't. EB checks all of our Twitty and Lynn stuff, and then I don't ever check the Tre Twitty page. Anything on that page is on my Instagram, so it'll post on both of them. But I don't. It's just like you open it up and it's just like so it's like overwhelming. So I just stopped even worrying about that. I might have some good offers in there. I don't know.
Okay. Any other questions that you guys have? I know we're just kind of priming the pump here. Y'all are going to be here in person. Are y'all getting your questions answered just automatically?
They're getting their questions answered. Maybe they're ready to hear some music. I don't know. They look kind of bored, Devon. Scott say let's hear some music. I don't even know what we're singing.
I don't either. Cooking up Lovin, I know.
I feel like Brad's trying to tell us to keep rolling because something happened. What happened? Is there a problem? But I need to know why.
Oh, I can tell you why.
Oh, great. Okay, so Tre, yes, you have a question. This is so exciting. What? Daddy is doing so much better. He, thank y'all for that outpouring of love when Dad was so sick. I mean, we've still got a ways to go, but he is, he's, sassy. He may, do not share this around. He may sing tomorrow night, and if he does, I think I'll just die. I mean, it would just be awesome, wouldn't it?
I hope he does, yeah. I love it when
He
he
does
comes
too.
out. He'll probably tie up the Love Lay You Down nightgown.
Yeah, remember
again.
that year? I don't know. He's not drinking, so I don't know if he'll wear that crop top tied up.
He might. Yeah, he might do that. Yeah.
I'm excited that your mom's here. I
Yeah.
always love it that
Very
she
cool.
comes.
Any questions from my mother? That's probably an interesting.
She doesn't want to answer. She said no. She's not answering questions, but we love when she's here, and her hair looks so cute.
Yeah.
Doesn't it look cute?
Yeah, I got her a room at the Fairfield Inn in Dixon, which is a
God,
nice
Tre.
place. And she didn't. She said she wanted to stay at the Days Inn. up
So
to the road.
anybody
So I
stop
was
by
like,
Days
all right.
Inn and see her, and then you can see Tre at the Fairfield,
And my cousin's coming tomorrow, Robin.
and she'll be staying at Holiday
No,
Inn,
she's
room
staying
108.
She's staying with Mama, so y'all can go get room. Never mind.
Tre will tell everybody where we're staying because he does want everybody to come over.
No, I don't.
Yes,
Why-
you
Why
do.
would you say that?
Yeah, because you tell him where we are.
Oh.
Brad gets mad at you because
Well,
you always.
I stay in the room though.
Yeah, I know. You tell him where we are
Yeah.
because we're out.
Okay, you finish a
super.
show.
What?
You're starving at the
What?
end of a show.
Eh.
Where's your guilty pleasure? What do you have after a show? What is your after show? It's like, man, I can't wait to have this. What's your treat after the
Tre
show?
only likes 5 things.
3. We usually get pizza.
We
but
just
like
eat
if,
pizza.
If
We're
we're out,
fat.
if like maybe Denny's.
Ugh.
She used to like Denny's.
I
but
don't anymore.
IHOP,
Waffle House is where I like.
Waffle House. Yeah. Guilty pleasures. We always eat cheese sticks everywhere we go.
We love us some cheese sticks.
Yeah, so
Boy, we
that's-
get me and Tre will order about 4 pack of them
Yeah.
because we do not like to share. We all like our own cheese stick. And then Tre gets mad because I'll order one of everything on the menu and have a little bite. But that's variety.
I don't get mad. I just think it's peculiar that you do that.
I think it's peculiar.
Or she'll DoorDash. She loves to DoorDash.
I'll sit in that room
never
with DoorDash. My bill is high at
And
DoorDash.
and she'll eat one bite and that'll be it.
I don't know why that bothers you so much.
That's just.
I offer it to you
doesn't
when I'm
bother
done.
me. I don't-
Jason comes get it every time.
Yeah.
We don't have to order. We're saving on that per diem. I'm just going to wait for her to take her one bite. It's okay. I'll eat after her.
Jason don't care. I'll order like a filet mignon to the room. Take a bite. He'll be like, I guess for breakfast. We ate ribs the other morning for breakfast. That's right.
I always wonder about that because everything. A friend of mine who's a musician and he traveled. He said Denny's is. He said their slug line should be where you end up, because no matter where you are in America, if you're a musician, you finish a show, the place that's open is a Denny's.
I love Denny's.
Yeah.
And Waffle House and IHOP and all that stuff.
Well,
What?
I know.
They want us to wrap it up.
I know.
Why
I
you say
guess
keep
whatever
going?
was going to happen didn't happen, but I thought it was going to be a present or a cake or something. It was going to be a person. Just what is it? Just tell me what it is. And then who's going to
Do
get
you
it,
want
me
us
or
to
Tre?
talk up to the surprise? Oh.
Who's bringing it? David Murphy's bringing it. They're going to give it to us, or are they just going to show it to us? Oh.
I guess we haven't seen this before.
They're going to show it to us, but we can't have it?
She wants to keep it. You can't just do that to Tayla. She has to keep it.
What happened, David? That's David Murphy, museum directors. My mouth look.
You know
any
those
better?
people that you just cannot simply surprise?
I hate a surprise. Okay, so let's get to the singing portion. And then y'all will go into the lobby and walk to the merch table and buy one of these, and we'll sign it. Scott will sign it.
There we go.
Oh my gosh. David, tell him what it is.
This is Conway Twitty.
Yeah, I can. Was this Super Pickle, Mom? I don't know. Oh, good Lord.
Turn it around and get the lining.
Yeah, David, hold that up.
See if the jacket fits. Oh my gosh. That's awesome. Oh, I'm like, am I supposed to do something?
That's got to be what year, Scott? Scott's a musical historian, knows all this stuff.
I'd say that's about 67.
67?
Yeah, 67, 68. That short jackets like Buck Owens and the Buckaroos were wearing.
Where'd
the
that
short
come
jackets.
from? Is that?
We have a bunch of that.
Oh, yeah, awesome. I love that.
Look at the pants. Let's forget the jacket.
Let's see if let me hold.
Yeah, I said
Yeah,
try
come
it
on, we
on.
need some modeling here.
My Lord.
Come on.
Christina, make sure you get the footage.
Vogue for us.
Oh my gosh. Dun, 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 dun. Oh,
Yeah.
goodness
Yeah.
gracious. Would it go to his wrist, you think? No, it didn't. It wouldn't go to Conway's wrist.
Is it 3/4 length or something?
So he was smaller than Tre. Okay. Like how tall was he? Clearly he was smaller.
He was about 5'9".
He was 5'9".
9-ish, 5'9", 5'10", maybe.
Did he keep him a good figure?
Yes.
He did?
Yes, he did.
What does a good figure look like to you?
Conway. No, he did. It's so funny because he would come in sometimes on the morning show and visit with Jerry House where
Yeah.
I was working, and we were all going to this. I always think when I'm in with the Conway and Loretta crowd, we're always losing weight the same way, and we're still doing it today. But there was this weight loss doctor in Hendersonville on Hazel Path.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and Conway said, "Don't do that Nutrisystem. Go to my doctor." And this doctor took me off wheat and alcohol and took me off all the alcohol. And I was young and I wanted all the alcohol. And then he just said, then coffee. And he says, and Conway made me my first cup of beef bouillon. That's what he drank instead of coffee. And I
Oh
took
my God.
one sip at 5:30 in the morning with Conway there at the radio station. And I went, "This is horrible. I don't care if I'm fat. I'm never doing this again."
Oh my
It was
gosh.
horrible. But he did. He was always watching his weight.
ask her something.
Always,
What do we always get him for? What do you buy him for his birthday every year or Christmas? The Hickory Farms. What was that?
It was just the big box.
He just loved him some meat and
The
cheese.
cheese and the yeah.
What?
Yeah.
And he probably gave it away.
No. I bet he ate it.
But no, his mother was a great cook, Mamaw, and she would always make roast and mashed potatoes and gravy. And he'd come off the road and she'd feed him and feed all of us really. But he had a pretty big appetite, pretty famous. He loved barbecue, that kind of stuff. So
and baseball.
yeah, what's that?
White beans.
Yeah.
You don't like them? Yeah. If my mama cleaned the house, she'd cook white beans. So that was about once every couple months. She would come on selling like pledge and white beans. Oh, mama's in a good mood. We're going to eat right tonight, David. So, Devon,
Yes.
listen. I don't think because people didn't grow up here, maybe they don't know that I heard your voice every single morning. Jason, remember Devon on the radio with Jerry House? She was the cream to my coffee all the time. I mean, when I met Devon, I was like, oh my God, it's Devon O'Day. Like, this is so cool. I didn't think about Conway because obviously I listened when I was in high school.
Mhm.
Which would have been Conway was still here, and he came to the radio station.
All the time. He was there a lot.
What did he smell like?
He always had
Oh, thank God. Yeah.
nice cologne. He always smelled like he just stepped out of the shower to come into the radio station. He always
He got ready.
He did. He got ready. And he was real clean. I remember thinking,
Oh.
he is a clean man.
I've
He
been
always was
waiting.
like,
I've
you
been
know,
asking this.
because I mean, this was, and I asked. I mean, I'm saying that because it's not very common at 5:30 in the morning. They get off the bus, and I mean, I'm not gonna say, but you know, oh,
They brought out a gown.
They brought. Oh yes.
The amigos are bringing out the outfits tonight. How beautiful is that? Somebody just brought up the chocolate dress yesterday. Is that person here? Was it you?
Was that
The
for an
chocolate
award
dress.
show or
What
something?
was that? I mean, she wore it on stage. Yeah, she just wore it to the concert. She looked so pretty in that.
Mm-hmm, that's beautiful.
Tim? That's the dress Derek met Loretta in. You guys, these are the three amigos. That's Derek. I don't know where Tim is. And that's David. He's the director of the museum. Derek is over at these guys are our family. Unc, Tim Cobb, who was Meemaw's right hand, brought them to us, and they have been the biggest gift this ranch has ever received. And they have turned in to our family, and we love them so much. So much. We could not. There's Tim. We could do not. Oh, we were sharing some beautiful pictures before we got started tonight, weren't we, David? So we love them so much. No, we love y'all. Yeah. Oh, man. This has been so fun, Devon.
It has been, and you know, I love kind of being the glue for these two, and I really am so honored to be a part of doing this each and every month. And have you guys been watching the podcast? Somebody who does not listen to country music, doesn't necessarily even like country music, they said, I saw that thing somebody posted with you and Twitty and Lynn. He said, I thought, why am I watching this? I don't even like country music. He said, I watched the whole dadgum thing and laughed my off.
Oh, good.
He said, it was so great. When's the next one? And I'm going, every month. we have it.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I think that's really cool because I think you have a chance with this podcast of introducing people to a music that they might not even realize that they enjoy. Another thing that you guys bring is humor, and we've lost our sense of humor in our world right
Gosh,
now.
that's
And so
so
thank you
true.
for bringing that.
Thank you, Devon, for bringing it. Thank you for keeping us together when we're trying to do this. And thank you, Scott, for keeping us together in the studio and in the writing room. It wasn't easy. Poor Scott. He'll have to say, Tayla, if you can come over for 12 minutes, I can get this one line and then we can be done with your part. But you have really learned how to get me over there. And then I stay for longer and we have such a good time. It's fun over there in Franklin. He lives in Franklin on Barry's Chapel Road. And I've got a house on the other side, so if they can't find you, they can find me.
I'll take you there.
Yeah.
On purpose. Yeah.
Where will we go?
I'm going to take them to your house.
Oh, yeah, they can. I'd love a visitor. We don't have anything else to do. Get bored.
How about some music?
Oh, yeah, we're ready. Okay.
Thank you for enjoying
Thank you,
the
Scott
podcast.
Baggett.
I'll take you out.
Thank you, Scott.
And wherever you are, make sure you subscribe to the Twitty and Lynn Podcast. It's on YouTube, on Facebook, and anywhere you see fine podcast.
Thank you, Devon O'Day.